What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Wins World from Talk Galore Podcast Radio / Reaction TV. Welcome back again. You're seeing me again because I have another video that I find very, very, very disturbing. It pisses me the hell off, especially people in my ethnic group. It really ticks us off that we're doing shit like this, especially as young as we're doing. So I'm going to give my thoughts on it. But I want y'all to understand, before you see this video, if the roles were reversed, it'll be a big, big problem, especially for these gentlemen. But instead, we have females doing something that I feel like it's a problem. I'm going to give my thoughts about that after. So here's the video.
These sex pills. We got these sex pills. We finna make everybody horny.
Okay, but I'm just
someone nigga gonna notice. So we
everybody get the fuck money. Everybody step up for my motherfucking birthday. Fuck all that bitch. It's a Western boy. Western boy. Hey, what's up in there?
A few moments later.
Niggas sucking dick. Oh crap. The homies is horny because they
I'm trying to get y'all dick sucked.
The homies horny because they drunk.
I don't give a fuck.
Look at Justin.
Birthday sex. Birthday sex.
That hurt me.
What?
That hurt me. Oh.
Y'all niggas freaky.
Now, the problem I see here with this is if these men, these young black men, were to drug these ladies, drug these young women, teenagers, I believe. I don't think they're even 18 yet, but these teenagers. If these men were to do that to these women, it'll be a huge outrage. Parents would get involved. People say these kids need to be in jail, probably for life, whatever the hell would have happened. It would have been a problem for these kids to do that to these girls. If these gentlemen would have did that to these women, it would have been a problem. We're so forth on talking about how women are victims of this. We got women coming up saying that the man did this, or men are always doing this, and this man drugged them, or this drink this. We have women out here who's doing it. We have young kids out here doing it. You know what I think? Because we have rap artists also who promote things like drugging men and robbing men. I don't want to give out names because I'm not trying to go to court for the names. But we have female rappers who are promoting shit like this also. And this is what I mean when I say we have younger kids listening to these artists and going off of what they're doing. And it pisses me the fuck off because there's no need for this. And don't get me wrong, I'm not telling nobody how to be a parent, but this is why we need stricter parents. I understand laws are making it hard to be this way, but this is why we have to be up on our kids a lot. Especially if we have to know where they are, at least where they are. How to get their hands on things like this. Like it's a problem, and I feel like we have to do better we have to do better with this. I can't stand to see young people do things like this because we're already telling you, you're going in the wrong direction, and our people have been going in the wrong direction for too long. Where we need to learn how to block out negativity and head the right way. Now, let's say any one of these girls would get pregnant because of what they did. How are we going to explain what happened? How are these kids going to tell their parents that they drugged a man, had sex with him, and they end up getting pregnant? or was something they initiated, because the video is out. The video is out. So any pushback, any trying to take these men to court, how? How are the parents going to feel when this decides to come out if any one of these girls get pregnant? I wonder. I really wonder how is this going to play out? I'm not saying anybody got that, but what if anybody here had an infection, disease, anything that's going around, things like that go around. So you can't just keep jumping in bed or trying to have sex with this person or that person. Now, what if one of these women want to contract something? At this point, I can't blame the man for contracting anything. I can't blame the men in this situation. Can't blame these young men. They probably had no idea they were doing. They were going for a birthday party, drinking, and calling it a day, probably. Or if they was, or wanting to have sex, because these are young boys, they would have really wanted to do it under their own will and would have understood that the female wanted to do it too. It would have made everything okay. But if these dudes, if this happened to them, can we consider this the R word? Or the fact that it happened to men, or happened to these young men, and it shouldn't be considered that, because if the roles were reversed, everybody would consider that these men R-word these women. That'd been the first thing that come out of everybody's mouth when a man drugs a woman and then they have sex after. They say, oh, you R-word her because she was under the influence or she was drugged and this, that, and the third. Well, are we going to hold these girls accountable under the same standard that they did this to these men? And they look proud to do it, so it seems like it was something that was planned already. I have a big issue with shit like this going on, and as a parent, this is why I feel like we have to, I understand it's good not to keep the leash on the children because you want them to learn, because life itself, experience is the best teacher. But some things we have to control, like where our kids are at. Even if your kid is old enough not to tell you where they at, it's good if they live with you. I'm sorry, if they live with you, you must need to know where they're at. If something goes down, you know where they're at. A lot of times we can tell our kids, listen, you can go wherever you want to go, that's fine. You need to learn. But let me know where you're at in case something goes wrong, I can get there. If you don't tell them that, and they don't tell you anything back, then you're lost if something like this was to happen and you don't know where your child is at, or what happened, or what story, or how they got this there, or how they got this in there, which hotel they was in, who let them in the hotel, who had the ID, whose room it is, things of this nature. We won't know. Like I said, I'm not telling nobody how to be parents. I'm just saying these are the things we might have to start doing even more. Because we have situations like this where now we have women taking advantage of men, and usually men usually try to take advantage of women. And like I said, we drag them through the mud when they do it. Tell them they need to be buried under the cell, under the jail, all things of this nature get said when men do it. But now that these women do it, we need to keep them accountable for the same things, because I'm pretty sure these are not the only women that have done it, especially the fact that we have music artists who are promoting things like this, who have done it in their past. Hell, probably still do it, who knows? So if they're doing that now, I'm pretty sure there's other youths out there doing the same shit. Drugging the next person just to get what they want from them. Bothers me a lot, but we need to do better, especially as parents as a whole, but especially in our community, we need to do a little bit more, just a little bit. It's your boy, Galore. I'm out until the next time. Now take care of each other and yourselves and remain safe.